Welcome back. Yeah, I took last week off because of the fact that I'm kind of overwhelmed with school. Still a little overwhelmed with school, but not as bad as last week. So, you know what? Let's get right into the action with today's episode of Tommy Maroon Sports Show. It's episode number 139. First things first, you know what it is. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Darius Garland, that guy right there, leads us in points per game with 20.6. Assists per game with 8.1. Steals per game with 1.2, and free throw percentage with 90.3. An injured Jarrett Allen has 10.8 rebounds per game. We'll get more about that later. And Evan Mobley has 1.7 blocks per game. The recap: so all the Cavs lost 6 out of their last 7 at one point, including a tough loss to the Hornets, 119-98. Darius 33 points, Jarrett 18 points, 11 rebounds. Terry Rozier 27 points. Miles Bridges, 17 points. Kelly Oubre Jr., 19 points and 5 threes. Of course, that wasn't what we needed because Charlotte led for most of the game and held a 25-point lead at one point. And then lost 6 out of 7. The frustrating loss to Philly, 125-119. Darius, 26 points, 19 assists. Isaac Okoro Jr., Isaac Okoro. Why do I always say Isaac Okoro Jr.? I don't know. Isaac Okoro, 22 points. Cedi Osman and Jarrett Allen, 20 points each. Tyrese Maxey, 33 points. James Harden, 25 points, 11 assists. We were up by 21 to those pesky 76ers on the road. And that was, of course, lost 6 out of the last 7 games. Cavs against the Raptors, that game right there was televised nationally on ESPN. And good thing, because we finally won. Thank the Lord, we finally won. It's about time we won, and it was a 104-96 win. Laurie had 22 points, 12 rebounds. Evan had 20 points and 17 rebounds, not Jarrett Allen, because Jarrett Allen missed most of the game with an injury. He's out because the Cavs just can't catch a break, apparently. Darius Garland, 17 points, 10 assists. Pascal Siakam, 24 points. Chris Boucher, 21. Scotty Barnes, 19 points, 12 rebounds. Cavs led for almost the entire game. Had a big lead at one point, but the big highlight was Dean Wade, who had a monster dunk. Sort of like that, except it was even better. I don't know if we'll be able to see it or not. Of course, it was a great dunk to see right over his man, and it was unbelievable. Cavs at Pacers. Another Cavalier win. 127-124. Yep, there it was right there, folks. That got the entire crowd up and out of their seats. Did you see that? One hand over his man. Look at that. That's the dunk I was talking about. Darius with a career high, 41 points, 13 assists, Evan 22 points, 12 rebounds. Laurie 21 points. Tyrese Halliburton had 25 points, 9 assists. Malcolm Brogdon, 12 points, 12 assists. We nearly blew a 12-point lead, but fortunately the Pacers blew a 10-point lead. So, guess everything's all right, I guess. Cavs have fallen down a little bit. 6th in the Eastern Conference, 5.5 out of Miami. We play Miami Friday night. That should be a big game. Miami, of course, the number 1 seed out there. That will be at the FTX Arena in Miami. And then it will be on the road at the United Center to play the Chicago Bulls. And then the Crypto.com arena. Crypto is the way of the future, folks. My dad does not believe that, but I do. Anyways, I'm losing my train of thought. No, not at the Crypto arena. It's actually going to be against the Clippers. I said that because that's where the Clippers and Lakers play, of course. And then the 76ers, and then the Nuggets, and then the Pistons, and then the Lakers. Of course, the Lakers and Clippers will once again not be at the Crypto arena. It will be rather at the Rock. The Rock is better than the Crypto arena. I think we can all agree on that. Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube because NASCAR doesn't have enough sponsorships. It was an Alex Bowman winner. He punches his ticket to the playoffs. winning stage 1 as well. Ross Chastain winning stage 2. Kyle Larson finished in 2nd. Ross Chastain 3rd. Eric Almirola 6th. Austin Dillon, Justin Haley made contact on lap 43. On the 93rd lap, Chase Briscoe got into a wreck, but 21 laps after lap 43, which meant that was a 64th lap, Tyler Reddick spun out. And then Brad Keselowski spun out on lap 104. Briscoe spun out on lap 135. Denny Hamlin stalled out on lap 221 and winning the race. Eric Jones hit the wall. It was a pretty exciting and energetic race, to say the least. So we've had 3 races so far. A 12th of the season has been completed already. Just like football, the season goes too quickly, in my opinion. Well, there's Brad Keselowski for you spinning out. That was, of course, with 31 laps to go in stage 2. Not what you want to see. And, of course, there's Eric Jones spinning out, I believe, as he hits the grass, infield grass, spins out, and somehow no yellow, or yes, there was a yellow, excuse me. Of course, don't really get the opportunity to watch most of these concerning other sports. But you know what? This year, I'm probably going to watch everything because while baseball's still on strike, we are going to miss the first 2 series of the season. The Guardians may not play this year, and that leaves at least one depressed fan. At least one. There are multiple depressed fans all across, and I am just very sad about it. That's right, there's not going to be an MLB season this year. There may be a deal soon, but I don't think there's going to be a season. I don't know if that's because I'm pessimistic or not. All right, Tommy's Picks recap. Let's get to that. First things first, boys basketball. Brecksville won 69-66 over Shaker Heights. Cleveland Heights ended Twinsburg's season with a 51-43 win. At Elyria, our season ended. Of course, that theme of Don't Fear the Reaper and more cowbell. Well, I guess the Reaper caught up to us and we ran out of cowbell. We ran out of magic as it was a reality check. St. Ignatius taking us down 65-39. Nothing to be ashamed of with this season, considering the fact that we reached districts for the first time in 7 years. And Brunswick beat Olmsted Falls 60-57. Of course, Cleveland Heights won the Copley District. St. Ignatius won the Elyria District. Massillon Jackson beat Solon. Archbishop Hoban over Aurora. Archbishop Hoban, the Twinsburg District champion. Green played Stowe. Stowe would lose, meaning that Green would be the champion of the Alliance District. St. Ed's played Medina, and St. Ed's was able to win that one. And Brush against Mentor. Mentor upset Brush. How about that? And then Poland Seminary against Cheney. Cheney won. St. Vincent St. Mary against Buckeye. St. Vincent St. Mary won. Louisville against Howland. That one went to Louisville. CVCA played Glenville, and Glenville won. Buckdale played Gilmore Academy, and Gilmore Academy won. That's there is that. I'm sorry about this. Just trying to pull up some OHSAA girls basketball brackets. Because, well, how about this? We're in the Final Four. Of course, some picks that happened right there. Massillon Jackson beat St. Joe's. They're the region champions. Toledo Start lost to Anthony Wayne. Of course, Toledo Start not going to be district champions. I'll be Anthony Wayne instead. Reynoldsburg beat Dublin Kaufman. And Mason beat Mount Notre Dame in Cincinnati. And then in Division II, Norton became district champions, 44-27. Bishop Hartley beat Shelby, 42-31. Sheridan beat Vincent Warren, 55-30. Archbishop Alter beat Baden, 45-35. Now time to look at who won Division III. Well, in the 9th region, that went to Apple Creek Waynedale with a 44-43 win over Warrensville Heights. And in Region 10, Ottawa Glandorf fell to Worthington Christian 46-43 in overtime. In region number 11, Union Local beat Fairland 69-67, high-scoring game out there. I mean, typically in high school basketball, whether if it's boys or girls, you typically see 40s, 50s. At least that's a trend that I've seen with Highland. And then Purcell Marion beat East Clinton 68-41 in a blowout to win Region 12. Region 13, Buckeye Central beat Dalton 48-32. Region 14, New Knoxville beat Toledo Christian 49-43. Region 15, that went to Waterford with a 40-33 win. And then Region 16, Country Day beat New Madison Tri-Village 54-44. So congratulations to those 16 teams on becoming the champions of their respective region. So now time for Tommy's picks. Let's look at the high school girls basketball first. The state semifinals. Good Lord. Massillon-Jackson playing Mason. I am picking Massillon-Jackson to win that. Reynoldsburg against Anthony Wayne. I'm picking Anthony Wayne. Anthony Wayne beat Toledo Start, who beat us. And if you beat us, you're a pretty darn good team. Especially considering the fact that we only lost twice this year. Once to Medina and once to Toledo Start. And won our first districts in 30 years. You know, we're going to have not districts on our minds for the next few years, but rather states. That is scary to consider. And then Norton in Division 2 playing Thornville Sheridan. I'm picking Norton to win that. And Archbishop Alter to beat Bishop Hartley. And then Purcell Marion playing Union Local, picking, let's look right here. It is Purcell Marion. Worthington Christian's going to beat Waynedale. Division 4, New Knoxville against Country Day, picking Country Day. And then Waterford against Buckeye Central, picking Buckeye Central. And then for high school boys basketball, well, the seasons right there aren't over yet, but you know what? Things are looking exciting. I know there's some games that are going to be played tonight. Cleveland Heights plays St. Ignatius, picking St. Ignatius. Lima Senior against Northview, picking Lima Senior. And then Archbishop Hoban against Green. I am picking Green to win that. And St. Ed's against Mentor. That will go to St. Ed's. Of course, there will be a team coming out of the Region 2 with a region championship that represents Northeast Ohio. Couldn't find the right words. Pickerington Central against Upper Arlington. I'm picking Upper Arlington. Gahanna Lincoln against Westerville South. I'm picking Gahanna. Fairfield against Huber Heights. Wayne. I'm picking Fairfield. Fairmont versus Centerville. Picking Centerville. Region 5, Division 2 now. St. V. St. M going up against Cheney. That's right. I'm picking SVSM. Louisville against Glenville. I'm picking Glenville to win that. That means we'll have a St. Vincent, St. Mary, Glenville showdown in Region 5. Toledo Central Catholic against Gilmore Academy. I forever hold that grudge against Toledo Central Catholic for what happened on that one November day that us Highland Hornets do not like to talk about. Gilmore, I think, will win it. At least I hope Gilmore wins it, because I can't stand Toledo Central Catholic because of that day. Definitely one of the worst days of my life, because a lot of bad things happened that day. St. Mary's Memorial against Huron, picking St. Mary's Memorial. Meadowbrook against Teeth, picking Meadowbrook. McLean against Waverly, picking Waverly. Wyndham McKinley against Archbishop Alter, picking Archbishop Alter. And Roger Bacon versus Woodward, picking Roger Bacon. So, those are my picks, and by next week's episode, we will know who has won Divisions 1, 2, 3, 4 in girls basketball, and who will be representing each of the 16 regions in boys basketball. And before you know it, it's going to be springtime, it's going to be track season, going to be baseball season, going to be softball season. You know, Tommy Maroon Sports Live is the #1 place for Highland baseball and softball, and perhaps track and boys tennis as well. We covered girls tennis earlier this year, And of course, that was fun to watch. Can the boys win their first Suburban League ever? Who knows? And holy cow, we've really went fast this episode. Not even 20 minutes. So until then, I'm Tommy Maroon for Tommy Maroon Sports Show on WCTV. So long, everyone.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.